Here's the truth. Nobody in the audio industry wants you to hear. You just dropped $300 on Bose, maybe $800 on AirPods Max, or even $2,000 on some flagship Sennheiser, thinking you finally got the best. Meanwhile, the guy who actually mixes records for a living is sitting in the same room with headphones that cost less than your dinner last night, and his setup sounds noticeably better. That's not an opinion. That's happening right now in 2026. The big magazines and YouTube reviewers keep pushing the same overhyped names. But behind the scenes, audio engineers, mastering pros, and real enthusiasts have been quietly using a completely different list of headphones for years. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on 12 cheap hi-fi headphones that most people ignore, but serious listeners swear by. If you're tired of paying premium prices for average sound, stick around till the end. The 12th one on this list might be the biggest "why isn't everyone talking about this?" moment you'll hear all year. Let's burn the marketing tax. Koss Porta Pro. We're kicking things off with a headphone that has been quietly winning hearts for over 4 decades, the Koss Porta Pro. First released in 1984, this lightweight on-ear design is still in production today, which is almost unheard of in the fast-moving headphone industry. It features a classic foldable frame with adjustable tension sliders on the metal headband, letting you dial in exactly how snug or loose you want the fit. The earpads are soft and breathable, and the whole thing weighs so little that you can wear it for hours without noticing. The sound signature is surprisingly engaging for something so affordable. You get a punchy, fun bass response that's tighter than most cheap on-ears, clear and forward vocals, and an open, breezy top end that makes music feel alive and airy rather than closed in and dull. It's not the most resolving headphone on the planet, but it has a musical personality that makes you want to keep listening. In 2026, a brand new Porta Pro still costs around $45. What's really impressive is Koss's lifetime repair program. They'll service even decades-old pairs for a reasonable fee. I've seen people bring in Porta Pros from the late 80s that still work perfectly after a simple pad and driver refresh. Audio engineers often keep one in their everyday bag as a travel or backup headphone because they fold flat, survive being tossed around, and don't sound thin or weak like most budget options. Students, commuters, and office workers love them for long listening sessions without ear fatigue or headaches. One friend of mine has used the same pair since college in 2008. He says they've survived multiple moves, dropped in bags, and even a coffee spill, and they still sound great. That kind of longevity is rare at this price. They're not going to compete with flagship models in ultimate detail or soundstage, but they deliver consistent joy and reliability that keeps people coming back year after year. If you want an inexpensive headphone that actually brings real musical enjoyment instead of disappointment, the Koss Porta Pro remains one of the smartest and most enduring choices you can make in 2026. Superlux HD 998B. Here's a headphone that studio people have been quietly depending on for years while most casual listeners have never heard of it. The Superlux HD 668B. For less than $50, you get a semi-open design that punches well above its price tag. It comes with 2 different cables, a straight one and a coiled studio-style cable, replaceable ear pads, and a build that feels rugged enough for daily use in a practice room or home studio. The sound tuning is nicely balanced for the money, solid bass extension with good texture, clear and articulate mids, and a bright but controlled treble that helps when you're trying to hear fine details in a mix or recording. One of the standout features is the comfort. The ear pads are soft and breathable, the clamping force is moderate, and the weight is light enough that you can wear them for several hours without discomfort. In 2026, it's still a top recommendation for bedroom producers, musicians on a budget, and anyone who needs a reliable monitoring tool without spending hundreds. Many people use it as their main daily driver because it reveals problems in a mix without adding too much artificial excitement or coloration. I've heard stories of producers using the HD 668B for tracking vocals and instruments for years because it's honest and doesn't hype the sound. After a simple pad replacement or capacitor upgrade, many units sound even better and remain in active service for a decade or more. Compared to more expensive closed-back options, it offers a more open and spacious presentation while still providing decent isolation. It's not going to beat flagship headphones in ultimate resolution or refinement, but for the price, the clarity, soundstage, and overall capability are genuinely impressive. If you want a no-nonsense, reliable headphone for serious listening, production work, or everyday use without breaking the bank, the Superlux HD 668B is still one of the best values available in 2026. HiFiMAN Sundara. Let me introduce you to the planar magnetic headphone that raised the bar for everyone else, the HiFiMAN Sundara. Priced around $300, $350 in 2026, this open back model uses a modern planar driver that delivers speed, detail, and soundstage performance that used to cost a lot more. The bass is tight and textured, the mids are natural and open, and the treble is detailed without being harsh on most recordings. It has become a go-to recommendation for both casual listeners and audio engineers who want accurate sound on a reasonable budget. In many comparisons, the Sundara holds its own against headphones costing twice as much. The comfort is good for long sessions thanks to the lighter headband and improved fit compared to older HiFiMAN designs. For a lot of people, the Sundara was their first real planar experience, and it spoiled them for cheaper dynamic headphones because the jump in clarity and transient response is so obvious. It's not the king of sub-bass slam, but the overall balance and refinement make it one of the strongest all-rounders you can buy right now. Let's look at an open back model that has quietly earned strong respect in the value segment, the Sennheiser HD 560S. This headphone brings the brand's signature balance at a much more approachable price. It features a light frame, plush velour pads, and a headband that stays easy to wear during extended sessions. The tuning feels even and natural. Solid low-end foundation, transparent mid-range, and smooth extension up top that reveals plenty of detail without becoming edgy. In 2026, it continues to hover around $180, $220, and remains a favorite for listeners seeking spacious presentation without high cost. Many who moved up from previous HD5XX models notice clearer imaging and better overall refinement. It pairs nicely with a wide variety of sources, from portable DACs to desktop amplifiers. People appreciate how it handles different genres gracefully. It's forgiving enough for relaxed listening, yet revealing enough for more focused sessions. If you're searching for an open design that offers refinement and comfort at a reasonable price, the HD 560S stands out as one of the strongest options currently available. Here's a closed back model that built its reputation in studios and then won over many enthusiasts the Audio-Technica AKG M50X. Since its release, this headphone has served as a reliable tool for tracking, mixing, and everyday enjoyment. It offers a robust construction, thick memory foam pads for isolation, and a lively character. Impactful low frequencies, prominent vocals, and crisp upper range that highlights subtle elements in recordings. In 2026, it still sells for roughly $150, $180, delivering excellent longevity thanks to replaceable pads and headband. Many users from years ago continue daily use after simple maintenance. Enthusiasts often highlight its strong resolution and engaging tuning, even if it leans slightly energetic rather than strictly flat. The M50X excels in versatility. It performs well for professional tasks during the day and casual playback at night. If you need a durable closed back that brings energy and clarity across many music styles, this model remains a very capable and popular choice. Let's talk about a pair of headphones that have been a studio staple for decades, but still surprise people with how enjoyable they can be. The Beyerdynamic DT 990 Pro and its closed back sibling, the DT 770 Pro. These German-made headphones are built like tanks. The DT 990 is open back, while the DT 770 is closed, but both share that signature Beyerdynamic energy. The sound is analytical yet fun, tight, fast bass, sparkling treble, and a forward presentation that makes details pop. Many producers use the DT 770 for tracking because of its isolation, and the DT 990 for mixing because of its wide soundstage. In 2026, they still sell for around $150, $200 depending on the version. What's impressive is their durability. The velour pads and steel headband hold up for years. I've seen studio pairs that have been used daily for over a decade and still sound great after a simple pad replacement. The DT 990 especially shines with electronic music and rock, where its bright, energetic tuning brings excitement without becoming harsh after a few modern capacitor upgrades. One thing many users mention is the clamp force. It's firm at first but breaks in nicely. Once it does, they become very comfortable for long sessions. If you like headphones that feel direct and revealing rather than soft and relaxed, these Beyerdynamic classics remain excellent choices that deliver both precision and fun. Philips Fidelio X 2HR. Here's a headphone that many people discover by accident and then fall in love with, the Philips Fidelio X2 HR. This open back model stands out with its large ear cups, lightweight frame, and distinctive copper accents. The sound is wide and airy with a fun, energetic tuning that makes music feel lively. The bass has good weight and texture, the mids are warm and inviting, and the treble is extended without being sharp. It creates one of the most spacious sound stages you can find near the $150, $200 price range in 2026. I remember a friend who bought it as a just for fun upgrade and ended up using it as his daily driver for months. He said the sense of air and separation made his favorite albums feel fresh again. Many listeners praise how well it handles different genres. It does justice to orchestral music, rock, and electronic tracks alike. The earpads are soft and breathable, making it comfortable for extended listening. Even today, the X2 HR is recommended as one of the best fun but capable open backs. It's not the most neutral option, but its engaging character and wide presentation make it a favorite for people who want to enjoy music rather than just analyze it. If you're looking for an open design that brings joy and scale without costing a fortune, the Fidelio X2 HR is still a fantastic pick. Number 5 features two excellent neutral options from AKG that many enthusiasts consider hidden gems, the K371 and the K702. The K371 is a closed-back model with a tuning based on the famous Harman target curve, making it one of the most balanced headphones in its class. The K702 is the open-back version, offering a more spacious presentation. Both deliver clean, accurate sound with good detail and natural timbre. The K371 is great for situations where you need isolation, while the K702 shines when you want air and soundstage. In 2026, these models still offer outstanding value. The K371 usually sells for $130, $170, and the K702 around $150, $200. Many studio engineers use them because they are reliable and reveal mix issues without adding too much coloration. Comfort is excellent thanks to the self-adjusting headband and soft pads. Some users report wearing them for 6-8 hours without discomfort. One interesting point is how well they scale with better sources. Plug them into a good DAC amp and the resolution improves noticeably. If you want accurate, reference-style sound that works for both professional tasks and enjoyable listening, the AKG K371 and K702 remain two of the smartest choices in the mid-price range. FiiO FT3, FT5. Let's talk about a newer contender that has been turning heads in the planar world, the FiiO FT3 and its bigger sibling, the FT5. These are open-back planar magnetic headphones that bring high-end performance at a much more reasonable price. The FT3 sits around $300, $400, while the FT5 is a step up in driver size and refinement. Both deliver fast transients, excellent detail, and a wide soundstage that many dynamic headphones in the same range simply can't match. The tuning is fun, yet controlled, good sub-bass extension, clear mids, and smooth treble. Compared to the HiFiMAN Sundara, the FiiO models feel a bit more refined and luxurious in build quality, with better stock cables and more comfortable headbands. Against the Beyerdynamic DT 990, they offer tighter bass and less brightness, making them easier to listen to for long periods. In 2026, they have gained a strong following among enthusiasts who want planar speed and resolution without paying flagship prices. Many users report that the FT5 especially shines with orchestral and electronic music, where the large drivers create impressive scale and texture. The comfort is excellent thanks to the large ear pads and well-distributed weight. If you're looking for modern planar performance with great value and a touch of fun, the FiiO FT3 and FT5 are among the most exciting new options in this price segment. One pair that quietly earns respect from both studio engineers and picky listeners is the AKG K371 and its open-back brother, the K702. These two models follow the Harman target curve closely, giving a balanced and accurate sound. The K371 is closed back for better isolation, while the K702 opens things up for a wider, more spacious feel. In 2026, they remain strong values. The K371 usually sells around $130, $170, and the K702 around $150, $200. Many engineers choose them because they reveal mix problems without adding extra coloration. Compared to the Sennheiser HD 560S, they feel a bit more precise and less warm. Against the Beyerdynamic DT 990, they are smoother and less bright, making them easier for long sessions. The self-adjusting headband and soft pads keep them comfortable even after 6-8 hours of use. They scale nicely with better sources, add a good DAC, and the resolution and imaging improve noticeably. If you want accurate, reliable sound that works for both professional work and enjoyable listening, the AKG K371 and K72 are still among the smartest mid-price neutral options available. Popping plus AKG, sheet stack, pairing. Here's something many serious listeners do that most casual users never think about: building a small desktop stack with topping, AKG, or sheet gear to power great IEMs or headphones. A typical setup might include a topping E50 DAC paired with an L50 amp, or an AKG tube hybrid, or a sheet magni Modi combination. In 2026, you can put together a very capable stack for $200, $450 that delivers clean power and low noise. This approach gives you flexibility to start with budget IEMs and later upgrade to full-size headphones. Compared to built-in phone DACs or cheap dongles, the difference in clarity, dynamics, and control is night and day. Mastering engineers often use similar stacks as reference systems because they stay neutral and revealing. The synergy with good IEMs like the Moondrop Blessing 3 or full-size planars is excellent. If you want high performance without paying flagship prices, pairing a quality stack with the right transducers is still one of the smartest ways to get serious sound in 2026. Moondrop Blessing 3 Variations. At the top of this list sits a pair of in-ear monitors that continue to embarrass many full-size headphones, the Moondrop Blessing 3 and its sibling, the Variations. These Hi-Fi IEMs use hybrid driver setups and deliver resolution, soundstage, and detail that surprise even experienced listeners. The Blessing 3 is known for its technical, balanced tuning, while the Variations add a touch more warmth and bass impact. In 2026, they typically sell for $300, $450, offering incredible performance for the price. Many owners who also have expensive full-size headphones say these IEMs often win in clarity, imaging, and speed. They create a wide, layered soundstage that feels much larger than typical in-ears. The fit is excellent with the right tips, and they isolate well for commuting or focused listening. Compared to flagship full-size models costing $1,000 or more, the Moondrop options frequently hold their own or even outperform them in technical aspects. They have become favorites for enthusiasts who want reference-level performance in a portable, affordable package. If you want endgame sound without spending a fortune, the Blessing 3 and Variations remain some of the strongest contenders right now. So there you have it, 12 affordable headphones that most people overlook, but audio engineers and serious listeners quietly love. From the timeless Koss Porta Pro to the surprising Superlux, the impressive Sundara, and all the way to the Moondrop Blessing 3 that punches way above its price. These aren't just budget options. They're smart choices that deliver real performance without the marketing tax. Number 5 brings us to a pair of headphones that many studio pros and critical listeners consider one of the best neutral options in their price range, the AKG K371 and K72. The K371 is the closed back version, while the K702 is open back. Both follow the Harman target curve quite closely, giving them a balanced, reference-like sound. The K371 offers good isolation for tracking or commuting, while the K702 gives a more open, spacious presentation perfect for mixing and relaxed listening. In 2026, the K371 typically sells for $130, $170, and the K702 around $150, $200. Compared to the Sennheiser HD 560S, the AKGs feel a bit more precise and less warm, while compared to the Beyerdynamic DT 990, they are noticeably less bright and more even across the frequency range. Many engineers appreciate how they reveal problems in a mix without adding their own coloration. The self-adjusting headband and soft pads make them comfortable for long sessions. Some users wear them 6-8 hours straight with no discomfort. One unique thing is how well they scale with better equipment. Plug them into a good DAC and amp, and the resolution and soundstage open up dramatically. They're not the most exciting or bass-heavy headphones, but if you want accuracy and reliability without spending a fortune, the K371 and K702 remain two of the smartest neutral choices available today. The next time you're tempted to drop big money on the latest hype, remember this list. Sometimes the best sound doesn't come with the biggest price tag. If you enjoyed this video, drop a like, tell me in the comments which headphone you're most excited to try, or which one surprised you the most, and share it with someone who's tired of overpaying for audio. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. We've got more hidden gems and truth-telling videos coming every week. I'm MC Ray Cole from Audio Legend. Go enjoy your music on something that actually deserves your money. See you in the next one.